Good morning, everybody. It's Kristen Redmond, and today Santa Claus and the Snowman and I are going to bring you the planetary influences that are around us this week, November 30th through December 5th. We don't have as much going on this week as we have in previous weeks. A lot of what's going on has to do with the planet Venus, and which is kind of interesting because I've been feeling very led by my angels to read a lot about the transits of Venus recently, and just the divine feminine energy that radiates from the planet of Venus, because Venus is about love and beauty. It's also about money too. Right now, I don't feel like that's so much the focus. I feel like what the focus is they're trying to get is for us to feel beautiful about ourselves internally, about the ones that are in those close intimate relationships with us too. Um, with Venus, the archangel that is associated with Venus is Jophiel, is the name of this archangel. She represents that divine feminine energy of love and beauty and just quiet feminine power. And she helps us to beautify everything in our lives, whether it's ourselves, our body, our home, or our thoughts. She really helps us to take something that's negative and dark and to turn it into something beautiful and to see the wonderful side of things, even if things don't look as great as we hoped. She's a wonderful angel for that. They call her the feng shui angel because she brings organization into our lives, like beautifying your home. You really want it, you think of a beautiful home like in the magazines, it's organized and everything's got its own bin and it's wonderful. That's kind of what she does for us on all different levels. She helps us get those bins, compartmentalize what needs to be done, and then just to feel that fantastic energy that flows around from not having that clutter. So today when I do our reading for the week, I'm going to ask for Archangel Jophiel to bring a message directly for us that has to do with this Venus transit that's happening this week. What's happening is Venus is going from the sign of Libra, which is its home. Venus is the planetary ruler for the sign of Libra. Libra represents organization and structure and balance, and I said that's exactly what Venus and Archangel Jophiel also represent too. So we're going from that, its home, it's moving out of its home where it's happy and it's most comfortable into the next sign, which is Scorpio. And Scorpio is a water sign, so you're going to be dealing with a lot of emotion, but it's a lot of intense emotion. Scorpio is a very intense sign. So we're going into a phase where our love is going to be very intense and very passionate. So keep a wonderful, beautiful thought about that. This is going to be happening on Thursday, on the 4th. Venus transits into that sign of Scorpio, and it's going to hang out there until the 30th of December. Now, what that is we're moving from that balanced Libra into this really intense, red hot, passionate time. We really are focused on spending that special time with somebody and really enjoying it. I'm trying to find a way to say this. I feel so red and embarrassed talking about it. But this is the energy it really is, bringing in some passionate time with the ones that we really, the one that we really are focused on and want to spend that time with. We are, it's really like an explosive, passionate time also. And another thing that's going to be happening on the 4th, at that very same time when we're moving into the sign of Scorpio, Venus also aligns, they call it trine actually. It's like parallel to the planet of Neptune. And we've talked so much about Neptune lately because it just came out of retrograde. So it's really got its full powers going. And Neptune is a very dreamy, watery planet also, very emotional, very deep. But the thing with the Neptune is the dreamy aspect. That's where I'm going to stick with this part here. You have Venus, that love planet, aligning with that dream dream planet of Neptune. So what do you get? You get a very romantic energy that's going on. Those two planets are going to be in that alignment until the 18th. Mercury is going to be trine with that also, aligned with it also. So that gives a sense of being able to communicate efficiently about those things that we need. Now, also with that Neptune transit, with the romance and this dreamy influence that's behind it, we also have a very good window in the next couple of weeks for our psychic awareness to kick in. Now, that's a good thing, but it can also be a bad thing too, because we've got so much energy that's passionate that's around these intimate relationships right now that we may tend to fly off of the handle a little bit. So we may have jealousies that crop up, or we may feel that they're sneaking around and doing something they shouldn't be. And so we may misinterpret our intuition that comes with this. So just keep an eye out for that. That's perfect for Archangel Jophiel to come in. She'll help you beautify your thoughts and kind of get that trusting, balanced emotion that we need. So if you feel yourself getting too red hot, or a little too shady, weird with somebody, just call on Archangel Jophiel to help you. And that's kind of where I'm going to go from here. Really, that's about it that's happening with us this week. The only other thing that's happening is that we are going into a last quarter moon phase, which just so happens to be on Thursday the 4th also. And that is going to be that last quarter of the moon is going to be illuminated. And this is the time when we get ready for that new moon, which is going to happen on December 11th. Just like we've talked about before, you've got that new moon, which is the empty glass. You fill it up with what you want in your life, what you don't want, and that energy gets changed and transmuted and ready to come back to you when the full moon comes into effect. So that's happening on Thursday. We've got a chance to really analyze. This is what the last quarter moon energy is really about, is analyzing what it is that works, what doesn't work, and what we want to fill up that empty moon, new moon glass when it comes on the 11th. So just keep that in mind, that Thursday the moon is going to be in the sign of Virgo, which also is all about analyzing. So it's a perfect time to really analyze what does work and what doesn't. So you've got that behind you to be ready for the new moon on the 11th. But so we're really focused on Venus, though, that beautiful, beautiful, bright morning star. When you wake up and the light isn't totally out there in the morning at dawn, you see this giant star, and you're like, what in the world is that? It's not a star, it's Venus. And it's so bright and it's so beautiful, and it actually looks like it's pulsating. Tomorrow morning, look for that. Look at that and think of all of that beautiful influence and the love and the passion it's trying to send your way right now. Open yourself up to that energy, because it will bring it to you if you recognize it, okay? So with that, I am going to go into the reading. What I do when I try to directly contact an archangel, which I feel Jophiel's been around anyway all day, really, really excited to get a message through for everyone. I shuffle the cards, I look for her card, and whatever one is next to it is going to be her direct message for us. So I feel like 4 times is what I need to shuffle right now to bring in that beautiful angel to help us feel beautiful about ourselves. See what message she needs for us all to understand what this transit is happening and what to utilize in it. Okay, so now we look for Jophiel. It may take a second, so deal with me. You can look at Santa, and the snowman while we wait. Jeremiah. I'm so sorry. It's taking a minute here to get to it. Here she is. So here's Jophiel. Star, representing balance and beauty. It's like the Temperance card in the tarot deck. All about balance and moderation. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this very well. Okay. So her message to us is actually the Archangel Raziel. Raziel is like, I consider him, for me personally, the Archangel of astronomy, and bringing the information that I need. So the two of them, he's also the Magician Angel. I know he came into a reading, I think it was last week that we did. He really has that ability to bring us answers in our dreams and just kind of turn anything into magic for us. So right now, oh my gosh, this is not working. I'm not going to use it. Okay. Right now we have their message is the Ace of Earth, and aces represent brand new beginnings. And the Earth card represents, it's the suit of anything that's physical, anything that's tangible. So that's money, that's physical touch, whatever, what have you. Now this one says inflow, abundance, a promising business venture, important documents or contracts. What I am feeling from that is not necessarily, and maybe for some of you that is something that's going to be happening. Maybe that keeping your mindset beautiful so this new beginning for money can come, or maybe the answer for your new beginning is going to come through a dream. That's where Archangel Raziel comes in. But really what this represents is those brand new beginnings. There is no real planetary connection with this except for the earth signs of Taurus, Capricorn, and hold on a second, my brain's just kind of like at the moment here. Taurus, Capricorn. Why am I drawing a blank? Well, anyway, now my mind's gonna be stuck on the other earth sign right now. That obviously they don't really want me to think about it right now. That's what this represents here. So just keep in mind that we've got new beginnings that are coming. They're trying to tell you, keep your mindset right, keep it beautiful, because these new things are going to be coming in the near future. So many wonderful new beginnings that we've been working on so hard too. And really right now with Jophiel and Venus, with those energies, let's bring new life into those relationships. Okay, let's focus on that this week in Venus. I'm going to pull an emotion card too that goes with it, just to make sure I've got 100% what these two angels are trying to say, because they're kind of different angels. So I just want to see what is between the two of them that they really want to get across to us with these new beginnings. One more time. Okay. Okay, perseverance. Perseverance, just sticking with it, okay? Especially with these new beginnings, because obviously if something new is coming, we're dealing with the loss and the end of something else. So right now we got to keep persevering. We got to keep pushing on and knowing that what is coming is coming. That seed has been planted. That's what this ace card is supposed to represent, those seeds that we put into the earth, literally, and they will sprout up. Even though we don't see it, we have to have that faith that it's going to happen. So we have to keep on keeping on every day in faith that this seed is going to happen. Whether it's a seed of money for some of you, or if it's another tangible thing, another physical type item like love. So keep an eye out for those dreams though. Let's see what stone has to go with this here. Okay, this is the moonstone, actually. So the moonstone's going to represent our, interestingly enough, like I was saying about that last quarter moon, if you are ready for these new beginnings to happen, you're having that faith to keep moving on, you need that push to do it, that moonstone represents all of those things the moon brings, and we have that opportunity coming up to analyze what we want on Thursday, right, as we go into this last quarter moon phase. So we've got that moonstone behind us that's going to help us to improve our analyzing, find it is what we want and move forward. Okay, for the rest of this week, let's keep everything beautiful. Okay, I'm so grateful for every one of you. Thank you for watching this more of an extended thing. I didn't expect it to be a 15-minute video today, but obviously Jophiel wants us to feel beautiful, and every one of you are, and I'm grateful for you. Have a wonderful week.